My name is Nancy Overman. I'm a proud Nevadan, a retiree living on a fixed income, a single mom and grandmother, and member of AMAC. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today to share how the current economic landscape and policies in the One Big Beautiful Bill are impacting my life and the lives of so many others in my position. I graduated from the University of Delaware, began my career in human resources, and spent over 30 years working in healthcare, mostly in hospitals and hospice. That work was some of the most rewarding of my life. It gave me a front row seat to the strengths and the shortcomings of healthcare. I was a Democrat for 38 years, but after needing foot surgery and experiencing firsthand the bureaucratic nightmare created by big government healthcare policies, I had a change of heart. I've proudly voted Republican for almost 20 years, including 3 times for President Trump. During President Trump's first term, I was able to live within my means and manage my budget. But under President Biden, inflation hit hard, and I was forced to dip into my personal savings just to keep up with everyday costs. That is why I strongly support the policies in the One Big Beautiful Bill. We have seen these policies work before. When President Trump cut taxes and unleashed the private sector, the economy boomed. These tax proposals are aimed at getting us back on the path by lowering taxes on seniors, boosting small businesses, and helping working families. When the economy grows, everyone benefits, from seniors like me to young families starting out. As a Social Security recipient, one key policy that means a great deal to me and others in my situation is the new $6,000 deduction for middle-class seniors, which will help to offset taxes we pay on Social Security. Seniors like me are not wealthy, and we are not looking for handouts, but we have paid into this system for decades, and when living on a fixed income, every penny saved makes a difference. This deduction gives seniors like me some breathing room, helps to keep us with the rising costs, and sends a message that our contributions are still valued. For me personally, this deduction means I will be better able to manage the basics like groceries, utilities, and the occasional unexpected expense without draining what little savings I have left. I am also a single mother and grandmother of 3. My son is a hardworking radiography technologist. He picks up overtime just to make ends meet. I was thrilled to see that overtime pay would no longer be taxed under this plan. That means real relief for working families like my son's. My daughter-in-law works full-time in doctor's office and does delivery work on the weekends. Eliminating taxes on tips helps people like her who are doing honest work and deserve to keep what they earn. With 3 children, the increased child tax credit provides relief for their family. Seniors and working families both come out on top thanks to these policies in the One Big Beautiful Bill. Having worked in healthcare, another key part of this proposal is the expansion of health savings accounts. This is one of the most practical reforms we have seen in years. HSAs have always been a helpful tool, but now they can be used for direct primary care. DPC allows patients to have a direct relationship with their physician without the interference of insurance middlemen. And now seniors can use pre-tax dollars to pay for that care. That is smart policy, and it puts patients in charge of their health again. Finally, I want to thank this committee and Congress for taking steps to restore border security. I have been incredibly impressed by the improvements we are already seeing in immigration enforcement, and I'm especially grateful for the additional funding for Border Patrol and ICE agents. As a grandmother, knowing that our government is taking steps to keep illegal drugs and fentanyl out of and criminals out of this country helps me sleep better at night. I take comfort in knowing that my children and grandchildren are better protected because of the passage of this One Big Beautiful Bill. Our laws need to be enforced, and we owe it to future generations to keep our country safe and secure. In closing, I want to express my appreciation for the work you are doing, not just for retirees like me, but for all Americans trying to get ahead, raise families, and live in a country that respects their values, their work, and their freedom. Thank you for the opportunity to share my story.